Good Morning San Antonio starts right now.
Hi there. Good morning. It is Friday, December 1st.
Happy Friday. We hope you had a wonderful week. And now things are kind of warming up, but in a good way. Looks nice out there.
We've had some fog in parts of our viewing area as well this morning. The Christmas tree is up and Mia Montgomery is here.
Yes, good morning, guys, and happy December. So yes, it has been a foggy start across a good chunk of south central Texas, but we're actually seeing a boundary work through the area right now. That's allowing some drier air to filter into the region. So because of that, visibilities are already improving, and that's going to be the theme throughout the remainder of the morning. So speaking of which, let's get you a look at that visibility right now. Again, here in San Antonio, no issues. Out in Gonzales, we're seeing improved visibility, still down to about 7 miles though, but you can see closer to the San Antonio metro, conditions are improving. That's because we have that drier air, lower humidity that is moving in. So that actually is going to make for a nice afternoon, but it is going to be warmer, helping temperatures climb into the mid 70s by about 4 to 5 o'clock. Again, winds now in from the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. We also will see a bit more sunshine compared to what we saw the past couple of days. By the way, if you're stepping out for any Friday evening plans, that low humidity making it feel pretty comfortable out there. Mid 60s by 7 o'clock, around 60 degrees at 9, and then falling into the upper 50s later on tonight. This weekend looks fantastic. Some chilly mornings followed by mild, slightly warmer than average afternoons. We'll get you a full look at that forecast and time it all out for you coming up in just a few. We'll have all those details in a little bit, but first we'll send things over to Steven for a check at the roads.
Well, Mia, it's been a pretty busy morning, and we have been keeping a very close eye here along Loop 410 at West Cherry Ridge. And you can see we finally have that ramp that was reopened, but just within the last few moments, we did get some new information into our newsroom and found out exactly what the holdup was. Now, this crash occurred around 2:30 this morning, and according to police, this all stems from a driver in a red sedan that was actually traveling the wrong way before crashing into a black truck that was also traveling along that ramp. Now, police say that the sedan that then rolled back actually and struck a white box truck. According to police, a passenger in that sedan suffered pretty serious injuries and was rushed to the hospital by EMS. Now, the driver of that sedan was arrested for intoxication assault, and the driver of the black truck was also arrested for driving while intoxicated. We are working to get a little bit more information about this particular incident, but now traffic is flowing through the area more than 6 hours later. So a very serious crash that definitely held up traffic, but now at this point, you're seeing things are in the green. So that's the good news, but remember to play it safe out there. We still have plenty of construction that is taking place today, as well as into the weekend. Quick reminder here, if we can get to that slide here, we do have a full closure taking place at 9 in the evening and should finish at 5 in the morning. And yes, we're talking about the Loop 1604 North expansion project. This should finish on Sunday, December 3rd, but it's the 1604 westbound main lanes that will be impacted. This will be from the Lock Hill Selma Road exit ramp to the I-10 interchange. I know that's a lot of information, but if you scan this QR code before you go, all that information will be at your fingertips on your phone. So we have a lot of information for you on our website at ksat.com/traffic. That QR code takes you directly there. Good to plan your weekend commute ahead of time. Guys.
Thank you, Stephen.
Let's look at today's 9 at 9.
A judge has ordered the Texas Department of Public Safety to release all records from the Robb Elementary School shooting in Uvalde last year. It comes after a back-and-forth courtroom fight lasting more than a year. The DPS must disclose the records within 20 days, but the agency has until December 28th to file an appeal on the ruling. They have indicated they will do so.
For the past 7 days, Israeli and Palestinian hostages were released and much-needed supplies were delivered to the war-torn Gaza region. But now Israel and Hamas are back at war. The Israeli military said it resumed combat operations against Hamas, claiming the militant group violated its agreement and fired a rocket toward Israel. The Hamas-controlled government media office issued a statement that blames the U.S. and the international community for the end of the ceasefire.
House members are set to vote on whether to expel Congressman George Santos today. A bipartisan congressional investigation alleges the New York Republican spent campaign funds largely on himself and luxury goods. Santos has pleaded not guilty to a slew of federal criminal charges, but has admitted to falsifying his personal background and resume.
House Republicans are expected to meet behind closed doors this morning to discuss holding a vote formalizing an impeachment investigation into President Biden. Sources say GOP leaders are strongly considering a House-wide vote to approve an investigation. Former Speaker Kevin McCarthy directed the House to open an impeachment inquiry into President Biden in September. But the White House dismissed it as illegitimate without a formal vote on the matter.
Inflation is retreating. The Commerce Department says prices did not go up from September to October. And compared with a year ago, consumer prices rose 3% in October. That's below September's annual rate of 3.4%. The numbers will likely encourage the Fed to keep interest rates unchanged when it meets again in 2 weeks.
Mortgage rates continue to drop for the fifth straight week. Rates are even lower. The 30-year fixed-rate mortgage fell to an average of 7.22%. Freddie Mac says this is good news for potential home buyers, but with the housing market still low on inventory, competition is likely to pick up. Experts also believe the recent decline could be a sign that mortgage rates have peaked for this cycle.
More U.S. retailers are quietly modifying their return policies. Holiday shoppers returning gifts they bought during Black Friday and Cyber Monday shopping sprees could be told to keep it. According to one return services firm, 59% of retailers tell shoppers to keep items that cost more to ship back than they are worth. Last year, 26% of companies had a returnless policy.
A health warning about some cantaloupes. The CDC says people should avoid eating pre-cut cantaloupe if the brand is not known. It may be contaminated with salmonella. This comes as several varieties of whole and pre-cut cantaloupe products have been recalled. Over 100 people in 34 states have gotten sick. If you have any of the recalled fruit, you are told to throw it out or return it.
This weekend is the Rock and Roll Running Series here in San Antonio. Tomorrow will be the 5K and 10K, and Sunday morning will be the half marathon and full marathon. For a look at the courses, parking information, and street closures, we have all that information on KSAT.com. And that's today's 9 at 9. Good luck on Sunday, Steph.
Thank you. Looking forward to it.
Pulling for you. Well, in your morning headlines, one of the actors who paid for a cheater to help get her kid into college is talking, and it may not be as easy for Montana to ban TikTok as they thought.
Plus, jerseys worn by a famous soccer player worth millions. And why should all the kids get all the happy? McDonald's is changing that. David Sears is here to explain all of this to us.
The adults should get some happy too, shouldn't we?
Yeah.
Not sure we need the McNuggets or the hamburger and fries, but we need some happy.
Yeah.
I'll have that for you in just a second. First, let's start with this. We finally get to hear from Felicity Huffman, the actress who paid someone to cheat so her daughter could get into college. She paid $15,000 to get the SAT exam fixed, but it has cost her a little bit more than that. She spent time in jail, 11 days. She had to pay $30,000 fine, and she performed community service. She also pretty much destroyed her reputation, but says she did it all for her daughter, but it was wrong.
I know this seems crazy at the time, that was my only option to give my daughter a future. And I know hindsight is 20/20, but it felt like I would be a bad mother if I didn't do it. I think the people I owe a debt and an apology to is the academic community and to the students and the families that sacrifice and work really hard to get to where they're going legitimately.
She was not the only one to use her wealth, fame, and privilege to pay to cheat the system. It seems during that time it was a trend. Others who tried to buy kids' way into college and were caught using bribes and fraud. Actress Lori Loughlin and husband Massimo Giannulli. Loughlin spent 2 months in jail, paid a $150,000 fine. She is actually back to acting. So is Huffman. A guy named Rick Singer was the mastermind behind the whole deal. He proclaimed to be a counselor. He got 3.5 years in jail and had to pay $19 million in fines. The clock to ban TikTok has stopped, at least in Montana. A federal judge has ruled that the ban on the app by the governor of Montana is less about protecting consumers in Montana than it is about China and its role in the app. Under the new law, if you were caught operating the app inside state lines, you could get fined $10,000 a day. Greg Gianforte is the governor, and he was ready to sign the new law that would have gone into effect in January. He said the law was necessary to protect Montanans' personal data from the, quote, Chinese Communist Party. TikTok challenged the law along with a group of content creators. They claim that the law infringes on their First Amendment rights. Now a trial will decide its legality. So how much would you pay for a jersey worn in the World Cup by Lionel Messi? His jerseys, about 6 of them, are going up for auction in New York. The auction house says they could bring in the most money ever for sports items. There are 6 jerseys, like we said, and they already have an offer of $5.2 million. But the auction hasn't even started. So, to put it all in context, Diego Maradona's Hand of God jersey sold for $9.3 million. The jersey Michael Jordan wore in the first game of the 1998 NBA Finals, $10.1 million. Messi has already said that the money will go to nonprofit that helps children suffering from rare diseases. The jersey will be on display until the 14th of the month, if you're interested. Hey, if you're in your 30s or older than that, you might remember the McNugget Buddies. Remember these little guys? Yeah, they're bringing back the Happy Meal with Buddies because there's a little nugget in everyone right there. These are the toys you can get in the adult Happy Meal. DJ Kerwin Frost, an actual DJ and entertainer in New York, designed the adult version. McDonald says each toy inspired by Frost, who grew up in Harlem. So you can order a 10-piece McNugget meal or a Big Mac, fries, and a drink, and you get the toy.
Nice.
The adult Happy Meal goes on sale December 11th. Price is like $10, $11, $12, depends on where you are.
Right.
How much they want to charge you. Remember, I think a couple years ago, they tried the Happy Meal, lasted like a month for the adult Happy Meal. But
Really?
These buddies were way back 25 years ago, apparently.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I don't know if it's just a picture, but the box looks bigger. I don't know if it was just because he's holding it up to the camera,
Right.
but
That's because it's a Big Mac.
right.
It's not
or
the
a 10,
junior or
or 10-piece nugget as
mug.
opposed
Yeah,
to 4.
it's adult size.
Okay.
David,
Yeah.
we're going to see you a little bit later on
Yeah.
Talk Spurs, but before we go to break, we have some late breaking news.
Yes, we do. Sandra Day O'Connor, first woman on the Supreme Court, has died at the age of 93.
We'll have much more on Justice O'Connor's passing coming up in our later newscasts and online at KSAT.com. Right now, 9:09, 60 degrees.
And Tiffany Huertas joins us now with a look at what she has coming up next. Good morning, Tiffany.
Good morning. Just in time for the holidays, the San Antonio Zoo is opening up their new entrance filled with colors, animals, and sculptures. We give you a first look at that new entrance and the significance behind it coming up after the break. Welcome back to GMSA at 9. We are live from the San Antonio Zoo for that big entrance reveal. And this morning, we have Tim Morrow, the president and CEO of the zoo. Congratulations, it's beautiful.
Thank you. We're very excited for this day. We've been waiting for this day for a long time.
I think we should do a countdown.
Okay. 3, 2, 1. Reveal.
Ta-da! Tell us about this beautiful entrance.
Yeah, we've been planning this entrance for probably 6-7 years now, and we've been under construction for 1 year. So we're really excited that today we get to open this for our community to come and see. It's more functional, it's more accessible, it's more inspiring, and really speaks more to the world-class zoo that lies within the front entrance.
The gorilla in the front. Tell us about the meaning behind that.
Yeah, so our next big project we've already announced is the return of gorillas to San Antonio Zoo, and we are going to bring the most creative, amazing gorilla habitat that the world has ever seen to San Antonio. So very excited about that. So we finished the front gate. We literally start working on gorilla in our new event center that's called the Ralston.
And it's so beautiful. Can you kind of describe it for us?
Yeah, so we really wanted it to reflect the sights and sounds of San Antonio and our culture. So outside, a lot of color. You see the Spanish tiles. It's very open, very welcoming. You know, it's pushed much further back off the street than our old entrance was, so it's safer. And then once you get inside, you're really going to get a flare of the Papel Picado and the traditional fountains. We've added overhead lemur sky trails for the lemurs to come out over the guest heads, and just all new experiences when you walk into that plaza.
And the colors are very San Antonio.
Yes, we definitely picked San Antonio colors and wanted it to be very vibrant and represent our community and our cultures.
Beautiful. Congratulations. And a lot of groups are already here for this big event today.
Yeah, it's, well, thank you, one, for the weather people. And but yeah, we have a lot of school groups here on Friday today also, and then perfect weather all weekend. So we really want the community to come out, enjoy the new entrance, experience it. And then we have zoo lights going right now, so they can stay and enjoy zoo lights into the evening. And there's just lots going on at San Antonio Zoo.
I think not only will the kids love it, but the parents will love it too, because I'm obsessed.
Yes. We are all big kids right now, so we're just very super excited about the new entrance and what's happening inside the zoo, and our future is brighter than it's ever been.
Love that. Well, thank you so much for joining us. We're going to show you what's behind this front entrance at the noon show, so stick around. We'll send it back to you in the studio.
Oh, it does look so good.
No, we
First
can't
class.
Looks beautiful.
Thank you, Tiffany. Outside with live cam, it is a fantastic Friday out there. The nuisance has been the fog, but you say that's changing as we speak.
It certainly is. Yeah, we're seeing drier air already working, which means visibilities are improving, and we're not going to have to deal with that really throughout the remainder of the day. So that's awesome. And yes, it's going to be a fantastic Friday. And as they were just talking about, a great weekend. This weekend is going to be awesome to kind of step out, whether you're doing the rock and roll running series, going to the zoo, any outdoor plans. Yeah, it's going to be really nice out there. So let's get you a look at those weather headlines. Really, as we see this drier air move into the area, we combine that with lighter winds over the next couple of mornings. That means that it's going to be chilly in the mornings. We're talking 40s and a few low 50s, especially south of San Antonio. That's going to transition to mild, slightly warmer than average, but still nice afternoons in the mid 70s. And that low humidity will stick with us all the way into early next week. So that's going to be really nice as well. You can see visibilities, yes, already improving. Temperatures right now in the 50s and 60s, just depending on where you are. 62 over at SA International, 60 degrees in New Braunfels, currently 59 over in Seguin. That boundary that we've been talking about that's been pushing through south central Texas, now closer to the coast, you can see winds are out of the north, which we'll need to monitor that, especially when it comes to mountain cedar readings over the next couple of days. But what those north winds are doing, pumping in that drier air. So you can see dew points have already dropped here in Bexar County, especially the farther north that you go. Dew points, how we measure the low level moisture in the atmosphere, in the 40s. So very pleasant up there in Kerrville as well as Rock Springs. Still have a little bit more of the moisture though. The farther south and east that you go closer to the coast, we will start to see those dew points drop off throughout the remainder of the day. And that dry air will continue into the weekend. We're actually going to get a reinforcing push of lower humidity for the back half of the weekend's plans. That will continue into early next week, and then maybe we'll start to see those south winds return, allowing a little bit more of that Gulf moisture to work back in by the middle of next week. But first, here's a look at your KSAT 12-hour forecast for this Friday, first day of December. 64 degrees by 10 a.m. We'll see more sunshine take over this afternoon compared to what we've seen over the past couple of days. 70 degrees at noon. There's that forecast high pointed around 75 here in the Alamo City by about 3 to 4 o'clock. And then again, if you're stepping out for any Friday evening plans, those temperatures will start to drop off into the low 60s after dinner time. It'll be 76 in Poteet later on today, 75 in New Braunfels, 73 in Boerne, and 73 as well over in the Lost Maples area. It is possible before that drier air fully takes over by about 3 o'clock across our far southeastern counties closer to the coast that we see a stray shower maybe near Victoria, Cuero, and Hallettsville. Most of that though is going to be centered closer to the Houston and Galveston area where that front is just hanging out, but still we'll monitor it for you. We're expected to be dry here in San Antonio. That takes us into this weekend as we've been talking about fantastic weather. Yes, chilly mornings, upper 40s, near 50 degrees here in town, but those daytime highs topping off in the mid 70s, so that is slightly above average. Our average high for this time of year is about 67 degrees. Winds will be light out of the northwest for the most part at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. There's that area of low pressure swinging across the central plains. When we take a look at the big picture by Sunday, that's what's going to allow for that reinforcing push of drier air to move in. Then it's looking pretty quiet as we head into early next week. You can see temperatures for the most part Monday and into Tuesday pretty similar to what we've been seeing and what we will see into this weekend. After that, it's possible we see another front work in by midweek, potentially dropping temperatures just a little bit, but overall it's looking like a very nice stretch of days here in south central Texas.
Can't wait.
Very pleasant.
Yes.
I like this time of year.
Me too. It's very nice to kind of step out too, so it'll be pretty comfortable.
Thank you.
And fairly ideal for visitors and all the runners.
Yes, and then all the people supporting the runners.
Yes, everybody cheering on.
They'll have the nice weather. That's good news.
Perfect timing. 9:20 right now, 61 degrees.
We'll be right back.
Welcome back. City of San Antonio is expanding again, but not everyone is celebrating. City Council gave the go-ahead for the city to annex more than 4,000 acres on the south side early next year.
The city has been eyeing the land for about a decade now. The property owners had signed agreements that temporarily saved them from a previous wave of annexations. However, now those agreements are expiring. Lone property owner who spoke at yesterday's meeting said it wasn't much of an agreement in the first place.
We cannot overemphasize that consent statement that's on that development agreement was made under duress, since there was no option to not get annexed. We didn't have that option. It was immediate annexation or sign the agreement.
All right, so back in 2017, the state tried to make it harder for cities like San Antonio to annex unincorporated areas, generally requiring a petition or a vote before extending the city limits. But these agreements were signed before that.
Another issue that has a lot of people very unhappy are the newly proposed rate increases from CPS Energy. And the company is proposing to increase its base rates for gas and electricity by 4.25%.
Avery Everett attended a public meeting about the rate hike and tells us what this could mean with winter just around the corner.
A business built on keeping lawns green is expanding to keep homes well lit.
We provide everything, lights, clips, timers, and all.
This lawn care company is leaning into holiday lights.
It just gives it a really clean look.
To keep up sales through the winter.
Yeah, and just to keep our team members busy.
Lining gutters and leaving holiday cheer.
Much brighter than the box store lights.
With lights that are less likely to send the Texas power grid into shock.
Yeah, we only use LEDs, so they definitely use less electricity.
With winter just around the corner, some people here in San Antonio have concerns over the stability of the Texas power grid. But CPS Energy says that's one of the reasons it's requesting a rate increase to address infrastructure reliability.
We need funding to be able to provide reliable service to our community.
CPS Energy's proposal would increase its gas and electric base rates by 4.25%. The utility is saying on average, customers' bills would increase by less than $5.
We're aware that they're worried about their bills, and we want them to know that we have a multitude of resources to help them.
CPS Energy presented this proposal to its trustees and the San Antonio City Council earlier this month. But Thursday night, a town hall for the community, with customers calling in to question CPS leaders.
My question is, how is this going to benefit our neighborhood?
If approved in the coming weeks, new rates would take effect on February 1st of next year. But the problems from the winter storm of 2021 are far from forgotten, and there are still questions about what this season will bring.
To see how this proposed rate could impact your own energy bill, you can head on over to KSAT.com, where we have CPS Energy's calculator. Avery Everett, KSAT 12 News.
9:26 right now. If you missed early in the newscast, we mentioned that former Justice Sandra Day O'Connor has passed away. We have reached out to NISD here in San Antonio, home to O'Connor High School, and we are waiting to hear back from them.
And we are also monitoring George Santos, the expulsion vote, and so we're going to bring you that as soon as we get any news about it. We'll be right back.
Well, many people are going to be traveling for the holidays over the next few weeks, but maybe you're just looking to get away and have a vacation for yourself.
If you're looking to book a last-minute trip, ABC's Rena Roy shares what you need to know.
If you're looking to book a trip for the winter holidays, Katie Nastro from Going.com says it's not too late, but you shouldn't wait any longer.
Unfortunately, they don't act like retail where the bargain bins come out and things go on sale by 50, 60%. Airfare actually works in the opposite direction, and it tends to rise the closer we get to the day we're looking to travel, especially over a peak season like the winter holidays when a lot of people are looking to fly.
Nastro says to try your best to book at least 21 days out.
Now, why 21? Well, 21 days out is basically something called a 21-day advance purchase requirement. And it basically says that fare that you see on day 21, the next day, on day 20, that fare is going to disappear and a new, cheaper fare takes its place. But a lot of times it's not cheaper and actually gets more expensive. You know, $50, $100, $200 more expensive.
Although they may be hard to find, Nastro says there are some deals to be had, like if you travel on the holiday itself.
Taking advantage of flying on the holiday itself is actually a great way to save upwards of 20, 25% versus traveling on other days, you know, leading up to the holidays.
And after you book airfare, Nastro recommends keeping flight alerts on in case a lower price comes along.
Now that change fees are gone, outside of basic economy, for a regular economy ticket, there's no penalty to change to, say, a different flight that might be at a lower cost.
And if you can push your trip to January or February when fewer people are traveling, Nastro says you could save a lot of money with airfare potentially 80% off if you compare it to over the Christmas and New Year period. Rena Roy, ABC News, New York.
Let's look out there with live cam. After a somewhat foggy morning, it's looking kind of pretty out there at 61 degrees.
Yep, we are already starting to see some sunshine, and we'll see plenty of it throughout the afternoon. So the weather is going to be great throughout the remainder of the day and really into this weekend. Today's pollen count, though, not so much. Take a look at that. Molds are the only allergen in the pollen count, but they have climbed into the high category, 4,160 out there this Friday because of the dampness, the drizzle, light rain sprinkles that we saw yesterday, allowing those molds to climb. So we'll monitor that as we head into the upcoming weekend. You can see as we take a look at satellite and temperatures across the region right now, we've got some cloud cover just to the south of San Antonio, 63 in Kennedy, it's 59 in Gonzales. A little bit more sunshine here in the Alamo City, points off to the north as well as the west. 60 right now in Uvalde, 52 in Kerrville. Junction still holding on to the upper 40s. We will see mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies in town throughout the remainder of the day. 70 degrees at lunchtime, a forecast high topping off around 75. Drier air already working into the region. That is going to make for a stellar weekend and stretch of days here in South Central Texas. Chilly mornings, upper 40s near 50, highs in the 70s. So that's fantastic. We'll talk a little bit more about that coming up in just a little bit, as well as get you a look at rainfall totals from the past 48 hours and a November recap as we kick off this December, guys.
Thank you, Mia. So it was a busy Thursday night in our sports world, and the Spurs were back at home, and the Cowboys hosted Seattle.
David and RJ here with a breakdown of those games and a look ahead to more this weekend. Morning, guys.
All right. David, are the Spurs ever going to win again?
I don't. What a great night, though. Man, I was wearing the remote out, going back and forth between the Cowboys and the Spurs, and I don't know if they're going to win. Yeah, they'll win one at some point. Maybe somebody will set a lot of players and they'll win. I don't know. Look at this, though. Look at that guy. That's the future right there.
There you go.
That looks promising.
Shake and bake there from Wimby.
Wimby taking it to the hole. And then watch, that's what 7'3" will do for you right there. Knock that inbound pass away. And then, just run him over. Get your own rebound and put it back. No problem.
Like what a 7'4" guy can probably do, right?
Yeah,
I think
is he 7'3", 7'4", 7'5"?
You know what? With shoes on, with the tennis shoes on, we're giving him 7'4", I would say.
He's tall.
Another frustrating night, though, David, for the Spurs here. They had 4 guys scored over 20 points, including Devin Vassell. Jeremy Sohan, 33 points, and yet they could not stop Trae Young in the second half.
No, well, okay, here's my smart aleck comment for the day.
Okay, here we go.
Good thing the Spur fans weren't booing, because Trae Young only had 45. Just think of what he had if they'd have been booing him. Don't want to poke the bear. Yeah. Okay, I'm done with myself. Pop's out of town. He didn't hear
saving that one.
He didn't care what I say.
Yeah.
And then there's some layers. Scoop to the hoop. We like this.
Yeah.
So, and then this is the inbound pass. Very in the game. Spurs down 2. They got to get a layup. They steal. And here we go. Bam. Oh, that would be an offensive foul. That's a charge.
Yeah. Glimmer of hope there. Immediately lost from Jeremy Sohan.
Pull up, shoot the jumper, tie it, go to overtime.
Or Devin Vassell was calling for the basket too. And again, it's
Pop's like, I can't even look at this. I can't believe what I just saw.
Again, it's late game execution. Obviously, the defense, look, I don't know. The defense cannot stop anyone, especially in the fourth quarter. Now, Trae Young did have a great game. But again, look at Devin Vassell was calling for the ball over there in the perimeter. And again, not having the point guard there to make those kind of decisions late in games.
That's Keldon Johnson missed a couple of shots. He missed a alley-oop, slam dunk. He missed a bunny layup, and they turned it over down. They had 21 turnovers to go along with 18 threes. So they go 18 threes, but they end up turning it over 21 times. So that's why you've got 13 in a row in the loss column. The record is 16, set last season. They've only got 3 wins so far. At this time last year, they at least had 6, I think. And then here's the problem. I did some math, which I'm not very good at math, I'll admit. So you might want to double check my numbers. They've got 64 games left in the regular season. They've got to win 19 and lose 45 to get the 22 wins that they had last year. Just to tie what they had last year, they got to go 19 and 45. So they almost have to win half the remaining games they got just to get the loss number they had last year. So.
David, I think it was funny because it was shocking to me. Their last win, November 2nd. That was that game at Phoenix. That was that back-to-back games in Phoenix, and frustrating.
And they lost that overtime game to Toronto on a Sunday, and
it's all gone
downhill ever since.
Down there from
all right. They're in New Orleans tonight.
But we're back tonight.
You never know. You never know.
We don't know if Wemby's going to play. He said that he felt okay after the game. Remember, he had some right hip tightness is what they were saying. So he said he felt okay, but Pop said that he may not play tonight. So this
that could be 14 in a row. All right, let's get to the Cowboys. How about a winner? Here we go. Here's somebody's winning.
Them Cowboys.
Although this did not look good at the start. Geno Smith, whoa, that's a 70-yard plus touchdown pass to get things started for the Seattle Sonics.
Seahawks. David's going NBA.
I was paying your attention. Remember the Seattle Sonics?
Yes, I do miss the Supersonics.
Like Sonic
first of all, I will say.
I said Seattle Sonics. I just tested them. Y'all, it's like, who?
I do.
You remember?
I do love the old the throwback Seahawks.
Xavier McDaniel. There we go. All right, so then the Cowboys come back, get the lead, and then Geno Smith, I'll just do this myself. And they went up. And
they went up 28-20. The Cowboys were down in this game despite being, pretty significant favorites here. Dallas battles back. David, I think this was the type of game the Cowboys needed. They were coming off of 3 sort of, I guess you'd call them easy wins, Commanders, Giants, and this was against a good NFC
Fergus, that kid can play right there. He's got some good hands. He's tough.
Is a good player.
Also, this is 3 games and 11 nights. So that's how you end it right there. Micah Parsons going in. And let's
how do you not block Micah Parsons?
I don't know. Geno Smith's probably asking the guy the same thing. Do you not see this guy wearing 11 over there? He's coming after me. Why don't you help me out here and do something with him?
What was the play call?
Yeah, it's a bad one, that's for sure. The Cowboys played 3 games in 11 days, so now they get the rest of this week off, and they get all next week off to get ready for the Philadelphia Eagles.
Here we go.
In Arlington. Philadelphia plays San Francisco this weekend, so that's going to be interesting. And then this is going to be one heck of a weekend. So you got the Spurs tonight, and you've got one of the conference championship games tonight. I think is Washington and Oregon. Now, all these, we're talking college now. So all these championship games will have an impact on the playoff.
And the big one here, obviously, for many of our viewers, Texas, they are playing Oklahoma State in the Big 12 title game. And Texas needs to win. They need to hope maybe Florida State loses their game and hope maybe some other craziness happens in the CFP in order to get into those top 4.
But that's why the Washington-Oregon game tonight has an impact because if Washington wins, they stay undefeated. So Texas has to win tomorrow morning. It's 11 o'clock. Can you get up that early, Steph?
Of course.
11 o'clock? Are you okay?
That's like afternoon.
Got this.
That's like when you take a nap, isn't it?
There's no naps.
All right.
There are no naps in my life.
So there's that one. And then there's Georgia and Alabama. And everybody's talking about these 2 teams, Texas and Alabama. If Alabama beats Georgia and Texas beats Oklahoma State, things happen weird. Who gets in, Alabama or Texas? Because Alabama lost to Texas early on in the season.
Alabama on the road.
That's all. Every time you get on the internet, it's all these guys talking about who should go. What?
Nothing. All I saw earlier when you guys were doing it, I just saw Steph go.
Hook 'em. No matter what happens, hook 'em. That's all.
That was my silent response.
No matter what happens, hook 'em.
Wow.
Yes.
How do you do that? I can't do that.
That's Steph's contribution to the conversation.
Yep. Only you saw. It was
I missed. Do that again.
It's going to be a great weekend, for college football. Also have the high school teams playing as well.
We got
3 teams from Comal ISD. Davenport, Piper, and Smithson Valley all still in the playoffs.
So there's like 7 high school teams in this area, Poth and Blanco. Good luck to them.
Here we go.
Yeah, big weekend.
Thank you, guys. Time now, 9:40, 63 degrees. You're watching GMSA at 9.
A local high school is getting ready to perform during the Mariachi extravaganza happening this weekend. So when we come back, what students say is the hardest part of the competition.
Boy, pictures really do tell the story. I mean, look at this video here. There was a great still picture. Sorry, I moved on. Thousands of mariachi musicians will be in Alamo City this weekend for the 29th annual Mariachi Extravaganza competition.
The competition winners will open for the esteemed Mariachi Nuevo Tecalitan tomorrow night at the Lila Cockrell Theater. And among the only 3 or 4 local high schools representing San Antonio is Harlandale High School.
That's right. Sarah Costa had the opportunity to speak with some of the Harlandale Mariachi students about what all of this means to them.
Ready? 1, 2, 3, 1. Together.
It makes it like really nervous, especially since there are like 3 high schools from San Antonio. We want to show like what we can do to the rest of the valley, you know.
So this is actually going to be our first year competing at the Extravaganza. We've competed in other events, but this one is one of the major events, probably the biggest event around that you can imagine here in the state of Texas.
Right before the singing, right before the first singing.
We'll have like 3 pages to memorize for the music. It's probably the hardest part.
No, come on.
I like how it sounds. I really get into playing. Like once I hear all the other instruments, I just go away. Everything goes away from me.
Friday is when the varsity students will have their clinic, and they'll compete on Friday as well.
It's got to be a little like hesitation. It can't just be dun, dun, no, dun.
Anytime you come out on top, you get bragging rights, number 1, of course. You get to be on one of the biggest stages out there as well, to be able to open for one of the largest groups, well-known groups in the world.
I'm the first person to be a mariachi in my family, but it was always like a thing for us, like if it was somebody's birthday or we're celebrating a quince or something, where there has to be mariachis playing. So it just like makes my family proud.
Get in the moment, so just like enjoy what you're playing, like have fun with it. Have fun with what you're playing, don't really think much about it.
Makes me feel good, like I'm representing something that I love, so it just like puts me out there.
Good luck to Harlandale High School and all of our local high schools participating this weekend.
There's a lot going on this weekend, especially downtown, right?
Yes. I was just telling Mia and Mark that it's kind of cool to be at the convention center this weekend because this is going on at Lila Cockrell. But as the runners are picking up their packets for the race day today and tomorrow, we see these mariachi groups from everywhere, and they're warming up. They're all in their outfits, and it's amazing.
I feel like for everybody that's coming in for the running series out of town, it's like a big welcome to San Antonio.
Exactly.
Oh, no kidding,
That
right?
is so cool. I love that. Well, yes, good luck to all of them. So this weekend, it's going to be great.
Good.
Following a couple of days where we had overcast skies, we had a little bit of rain, even some fog this morning. Speaking of which, let's get you a look at some of the rainfall reports since this last round of drizzle and light showers started Wednesday evening. So officially here in San Antonio, 0.35 over at the airport, close to 1/4 inch for places like Bernie and then Randolph Air Force Base out there on the east side, even at Stinson. 0.3 inch in New Braunfels, not as much the farther east that you go in Gonzales, ringing in just under 1/10 inch officially there. Now, what we saw, these rainfall totals here, not included in the latest drought monitor update that was released yesterday. If you missed it, this is what it looks like. The good news is we don't have any exceptional drought in place. That's the worst category of drought. That has been erased from Bexar County and surrounding areas, but we do still have extreme drought in place. That's level 3 out of 4 here in San Antonio, pointing up the I-35 corridor and just off to the west. So we definitely still do have some work to do, but we don't have any rain chances, really notable rain chances in the forecast over the next several days. But speaking of rain, though, here's a look at what we saw over the past 30 days. In November, just under 1.5 inches officially here in the Alamo City. That's over 1/2 inch below below the average amount of rain for the month. In terms of our temperatures, the hottest high that we saw was 85 degrees back on November 7th. The coldest low, upper 30s, 38 on November 22nd. Let's talk December now, looking ahead to the final month of 2023. The average high temperature for today, 67. The average low is 45. But by the end of the month, of course, as we really kick off the winter season, we see colder air move through. The average high goes down to 63 by December 31st. The average low ringing in at about 41. So we'll definitely see what we find here over the next several weeks. Right now, though, more sunshine returning, 62 degrees over at the airport, a dew point of 45. So we do have that drier air that's moving in via a north wind. 59 in Converse, the current temperature, 60 degrees in New Braunfels, at 61 in Rio Medina, and 56 up in Comfort. We'll see partly cloudy to mostly sunny skies here in town throughout the remainder of this Friday. 70 degrees at noon, 75 by 3 to 4 o'clock. And then if you're stepping out for any Friday evening plans, 64 at 7 p.m., 60 degrees by 9 o'clock with those partly cloudy skies in place. And of course, that lower humidity making it feel a bit more comfortable out there. 71 out east in Gonzales later today, 78 in Carrizo Springs, 77 in Del Rio, 71 the forecast high temperature over in Rock Springs. Here's your rock and roll running series forecast. This weekend is looking fantastic. Chilly in the mornings for runners, upper 40s, few low 50s. It will start to get a bit warm though into the afternoons. 75 on Saturday, 74 into Sunday. Winds will also be light out of the northwest for the most part at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. So that's good news there too. Into next week, more of the same. A quiet weather pattern for the most part, maybe a touch of moisture trying to work back in by Tuesday, but temperatures still very pleasant in the 40s and low 50s, highs in the 70s, maybe dropping a few degrees into the upper 60s by the end of that 7-day forecast.
It's beautiful.
It is really nice. I'm super excited about it.
Thank you, Mia. 9:51, 63 degrees.
Let's look out there with our zoo cam. So this is the whooping crane shot, but don't forget about the beautiful entrance there now at the San Antonio Zoo.
Yeah, in case you missed the beginning of the show, Tiffany Huertas was telling us about the zoo's new entrance opening to the public later this morning. You're looking live there. The entrance has been under construction for months, and now guests can start using it. Grand opening and ribbon cutting is happening later this morning.
All right, here's a final look at visibility values in and around the San Antonio area. A lot better in spots than what we were seeing earlier this morning. That will continue to be the theme as we see this drier air work into the region, helping temperatures warm into the mid-70s this afternoon. So again, a mild but a slightly warmer than average finish to the work week. Mostly sunny to partly cloudy skies. Winds out of the northeast at about 5 to 10 miles per hour. Expect chilly mornings here throughout the weekend and even into next week. So you will want the extra layer. But that's the key, layer, because into the afternoons, you're not going to need it as highs climb into the 70s, and that will continue as well as we head into at least the early portions of next week.
All right, we look forward to the nice weather, and we've been talking about the Rock and Roll Running Series happening this weekend. So for a look at the courses and the street closures and parking information, just go ahead and check out this story on our homepage at KSAT.com. And just in case you're wondering about Sunday's Mass at San Fernando, we talked with Father Carlos Velasquez, and he tells us that Mass will go on as usual. This is kind of like at the starting line, 8 a.m., 10 a.m., and noon. So usually the starting line starts at 7, so everybody should kind of be out of the way in time for Mass. Just wanted to let you guys know.
Good luck on Sunday.
Yes,
Thank
Steph,
you.
good luck.
Thanks so much.
We're standing by for a special report from ABC.